Most of 2020 has already gone by and many people have switched to playing games and get lost into worlds different from their own. If you're looking for some upcoming RPG games, we've got just a list for you. This is Games Access and here are our top 10 RPGs that will be launching in the coming months and beyond. The first game on the list is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and Ubisoft is all set to release Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where the game takes place in the Viking era. You will play the role of a leader as you try to expand your territory. Not much is known about the game, however we do know there will be a bit of Norse mythology referenced. You will have the ability to customize your character Eivor, who can either be male or female. Of course, you can also make your own choices in the game, which will alter the storyline based on what you do. The game will also borrow features from previous games such as gear sets and different types of weapons, which you will discover in the world. We just can't wait for this game to release, especially since CD Projekt Red has given us some absolutely stunning teasers of the game and the futuristic night city it takes place in. We've gone through every trailer screenshot to find more details about the game, and the wait is now becoming unbearable. You will be playing as a customizable protagonist and get to explore the dense world of Night City. The game is totally different from the studio's previous game, however, it still looks like a great RPG experience. CD Projekt Red has said that the game is a much deeper role-playing experience than The Witcher 3, which makes this game all the more exciting because we all know how good The Witcher 3 was. The developers went on to say that customization and making equipment choices, making choices in the skills that you have, the talents, how your character looks, how you play them in the dialogue is really center stage of the experience. Speaking of RPG mechanics, there are several augmentations you can incorporate onto your character, and these tweaks will change how you play the game. The game will even have different endings and origin stories to complete, which means you can get lost in the world for a very long time.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
The third game on this list is the highly anticipated JRPG Bravely Default 2. The first installation in the Bravely Default series launched back in 2012 for the Nintendo 3DS, and the sequel is set to release for the Nintendo Switch sometime in the near future. The first game got high praise from critics and fans alike, and we got to see a short trailer of the upcoming game. Bravely Default 2 will not be a direct sequel to the first game, as it will have a standalone story somewhat similar to the Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest series, where each game is different from one another. Bravely Default 2 will get a brand new storyline, and that's all we know about the game so far, since no other information has been released at the moment. The game is scheduled to release sometime in 2020 and will be available to play exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. Next up, we have Godfall, and the game is set to launch for the PlayStation 5 sometime this year and is everything you expect from a hack-and-slash RPG. The game is best described as a loot-driven action RPG where the focus is on real-time melee attacks. Godfall is set in a fantasy universe that can be played either entirely solo or in co-op mode with your friends. Think Destiny, but better. However, that's all we know about this looter-slasher game right now. We've seen some gameplay from the developer Counterplay Games, and it already looks fantastic. The game will be released on the PlayStation 5 and on PC this holiday. I'm personally excited for the next game on the list, and that game is Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the best new RPG IPs launched for the PlayStation 4, and its sequel looks even better for the PlayStation 5. The game will be set in the post-apocalyptic setting of San Francisco in America, and the trailer showed off some gorgeous visuals, vibrant landscapes, and new big machine creatures, and a brand new addition that is underwater sequences. Guerrilla Games' unique world will be brought back to life with next-gen graphics on the PlayStation 5 and other immersive experiences that will be tied with a DualSense controller. Guerrilla Games has not revealed any release date for Horizon Forbidden West, and we don't expect it to launch anytime sooner than late 2021.
This mission is mine alone. If I falter, if I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop what's coming.
If you're a fan of the classic 2009 Demon's Souls by From Software, then you need to get ready for its remaster that is set to release for the PlayStation 5. The game is being developed by Bluepoint Games, who were also responsible for the spectacular Shadow of the Colossus remaster. The PS3 game will launch as a total remaster for the PlayStation 5 that will take advantage of the new hardware and transform the game into a graphic masterpiece. The trailer showed off some of the most impressive looking cinematic sequences we've ever seen, and we can't wait to see more gameplay content from the developers.
你们一定都听过关于他的故事。
The next game on the list is a very surprising entry, as we never saw the game coming. It is the first AAA title coming out of China, and it looks incredibly ambitious, where the gameplay was revealed recently that left us in a state of awe. The game is based on the classic Chinese tale Journey to the West, which is considered as a masterpiece in Chinese literature. The story focuses on Sun Wukong, or better known as Monkey King, who appears to be the main character of the story. The developer released a 30-minute gameplay trailer where we got a good look at the third-person action RPG. It looks like a mix of skill-based Souls-like combat style and also features some form of exploration in an open-world environment. We get to see Wukong use his black iron staff weapon, where he uses it to sweep an entire army off their feet in one fell swoop. We also saw Wukong transform into a golden cicada to avoid enemy detection and traverse the world. We don't know when the game is expected to release, as no release date has been mentioned. However, developers Game Science is looking to launch the game for both PC and consoles soon.
We came to Enoch looking for hope.
Square Enix and Bulletstorm developer People Can Fly have partnered to release this upcoming action RPG with keeping co-op in mind. I'm talking about Outriders 2. You create a custom character called the Outrider and choose from 4 different classes. Each class has its upgradable skill and players can use several guns such as shotguns, assault rifles and other weapons that can be enhanced via weapon mods. There were concerns that Outriders 2 might be a live service game like Destiny and The Division. However, the developer has confirmed that the story will have a clear start and finish for players to experience. The game does give a very similar looter-shooter vibe as Borderlands and Destiny thanks to its RPG elements and cooperative design, but there's no word on its release date and has been confirmed that Outriders 2 will be available for both current and next-gen hardware. WB Montreal revealed the next game from the Batman universe called Gotham Knight, where you will be taking control of Batgirl, Nightwing, Robin and Red Hood. In this universe, Batman is no longer alive and the four characters struggle to bring order to Gotham City. The game is not set in the same universe as the Arkham series as confirmed by WB Montreal. The developers also showed off the game in action where the combat mechanics looked more free-flowing and versatile than previous games from the same developer. You can see a bit of stealth and some of Batgirl's moves as she traverses the area around her, ending with the boss fight with Mr. Freeze. There were some RPG elements that we could spot in the gameplay reveal, such as level indicators and damage numbers after an enemy is attacked. WB Montreal has also confirmed that you will be managing your gear such as a melee weapon, ranged weapon and suits, which will have a direct effect on how you play the game. The game has also been built keeping cooperative design in mind, where you can partner with your friend to experience the story and missions together. Gotham Knights will be released in 2021, however there is no confirmation on the date it is going to be released. We do know that it will be available to play on the PC, PS4, Xbox One, PS5 and the Xbox Series X sometime in 2021. So that was our list of top 10 upcoming RPGs in 2020 and beyond. Thank you for watching our very first video, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit like and share the video as it really helps us in growing. Until next time, over and out.